Look at me. Good day, he said while still looking into his laptop. Look at me. He shifted his eyes slowly toward me. Are you sick? Do you have a fever? I inquired. He shook his head lightly and answered, No, just a little weakness. Weakness? Let me check. I tried to touch his hand, but he flinched back. What are you doing? Let me work, Tae. Jungkook, please stop acting like a child, I said, with a frustrated face as he looked toward me, with a straight face. Never tried to act anymore. I touched his forehead with the back of my palm, and his skin were burning hot. This is your weakness. You have such a high fever, Jungkook. I stood up from my place immediately and turned back to bring the thermometer to check him, but he stopped me by holding the hem of my shirt. I turned back to look at him, and he said, Don't tell Uma about this. She'll get tense. Why didn't you tell me about this? I grit my teeth and turned back to bring the thermometer. I came back and checked Jungkook's temperature. I looked at him with the wine dice and spoke. Your body is burning this hot, and you're still working. Come on, keep everything aside right now. You need to rest. Nothing is wrong, Tay. He tried to stop me, but I immediately gave him a death glare, and he posed. I keep all the things aside for the bed and forced him to lay down on the bed. I covered his body with a comforter and ran back to bring the medicine for him. When I returned back, his eyes were closed. I sat beside him on the edge of the bed and helped him to get up a little so that he could take his medicine. He rested his body against the headboard and had the medicine and lay down on the bed again. Later, Miss John called the doctor. Aunt John announced, and I and Aunt ran back to the room. After a few minutes, the doctor arrived and checked him. Aunt and I were sitting on the sofa while Jungkook was sleeping. A few hours passed. Jungkook, Taehyung, and Minnie had returned home. Now the main challenge was to keep Jungkook away from Jungkook. But I also had a great supporter by my side. Jinayu. He said that he will take care of Jungkook at nights. At noon, Jungkook somehow had the soup after Uma emotionally forced him to have it. The day turned into night. I feared Jungkook and also made him sleep. I left him with Jinayo and shifted to our room with a plate of food in my hand. Jungkook was laying against the bed. His gaze fell on me. How are you now? I asked, trying to cheer him up. Same condition. He looked pissed off. It's okay, just a matter of few days, I said with a smile and sat on the chair in front of the bed. Dinner. I don't want to eat anything today. Just a little, I muttered, and he again denied. Please, I pleaded with my eyes. Don't force me, he said. Already you're weak. Do you really want to turn more weak? He stared at me for a second, then tried to take the plate of food from my hands. It's okay. Let me feed you today. My voice was quite low. He shook his head and said, No need. I'll eat. He took the plate in his hand, and he had a spoonful of bite of it. As he was about to take another, I took the plate from his hand and forwarded him the tissues. Let me feed you. I'll not eat you up, I said directly, and this time he remained quiet. I fed him one bite, after another, and lastly wiped off his mouth. I gave him his medicine and left him alone. Tae, can you please call Hyung? He said from inside the room. Yeah, Tae replied, and I heard his faded steps leaving from there. After some minute, he returned back and knocked on the door. Hyung, it's me, Tae replied. What happened? Where is Hyung? I asked with a frustrated voice. Actually, Namja and Hyung wasn't come home yet. They mumbled, and my frustration level were increased. Aunt slept, otherwise I would have sent her, they said in a low voice. Come in. I said in a low voice. They opened the door slowly and entered inside. His jaw dropped after seeing me shirtless. They immediately turned his face away and started coughing. "Mm, my body hurts. Can you please massage my back?" I pointed toward my back. They paused for some time and nodded his head, stepping forward. He took the medicine in his hand and came near me. I bent down my body slightly, and he applied it on my back. I moved my face a little. He was looking away from my body and applied it. I smiled. Did Jungkook sleep? I asked in a low voice while trying to lay down on the bed. Yeah, he's sleeping with Minnie today. Didn't he ask for me even once? He was repeating Appa again and again while I was feeding him. They laughed. Tell him I miss him too, I said in a sad voice with a faded smile. Taehyung took his phone in his hand and forwarded it to me. The screen showed Jungkook photo with Minnie. Seems they enjoy a lot in park. He said, yes. They smiled. I went through all the photos. But as I touched the back button, several photos and videos came in front of the screen. Major of them were of me and Jungkook together. Seems Taehyung recorded us secretly. My heart smiled. I returned back the phone to Taehyung. I closed my eyes and I didn't realize when I sleep. I felt thirsty and my eyes broke at midnight. They were still sitting on the chair and his eyes were closed. They slept in the same position. I sat up slowly on the bed and called his name twice. Tae, Taehyung. Taehyung didn't respond to anything. I touched his arm a little. He opened his eyes. Do, do you need something? Why did you wake up? They said, I want me. Why are you sleeping here? I questioned with a slide in my eyes. I thought, maybe you need something. No, Tae. If I need something, I take it by myself. Go and sleep comfortably. No, it's okay. I don't have any problem here. But I have. Come on. Go on now. I argue and he nodded his head slowly. After a pause, they stood up and shifted to the sofa. He lay down slowly and covered himself with a blanket. I tried to pick up the glass from the nightstand, and immediately he saw me. He started to sit up again. Taehyung, no need to move from there. I stood and stopped him immediately. But Jungkook, I cut him off in the middle by showing him my palm. I took the glass and filled it with water. See, I can do these things on my own.